Good day everyone, we are the Group 6. Today we are talking about computing components. So before we proceed to our topic, here's our objectives overview.
So to be more specific, we are going to discuss about cases, processors or CPUs and machine cycle, cloud computing, data representation, iOS, memory or RAM, adapters, bus, power supply, batteries, and how to take care of your device.
So inside the case, every computer or mobile device has a protective case that shields its delicate electronics. Inside this case, you'll find components like the sound card, power supply, fan, video card, processor, heatsink and fan, memory module, battery, and integrated sound ports and circuitry. The one that centralizes all of this is the motherboard, the main circuit board that connects everything together. It has different slots wherein you can slot in the different hardware components of a computer. Attached to the motherboard are computer chips, which are tiny integrated circuits that power your device. Next is processors. The processor or CPU acts as the brain of the computer. It interprets and executes instructions. Modern CPUs like multi-core processors pack multiple cores on a single chip for faster performance. Inside the CPU, two key components work together. One is the control unit directs operation. Two is the arithmetic logic unit or ALU, handles math and logic tasks like calculating or comparing data. Every instruction the CPU processes follows a machine cycle, 4 steps repeated at lightning speed: fetching, decoding, executing, and storing data. Step 1 is fetching. The control unit fetches the calculations, instruction, and data from memory. Step 2. Decoding. The control unit decodes the instructions and sends the data to ALU. Step 3 is executing. The ALU performs calculations on the data. And step 4, storing data. The results of the calculation are stored in the memory. The processor also contains registers which temporarily holds data instructions. The system clock controls the timing of all computer operations. The pace of the system clock is called clock speed, measured in gigahertz. Leading CPU manufacturers like Intel and AMD constantly innovate to make chips faster and more efficient. But speed comes with heat. Processors need cooling systems like heat sinks, liquid cooling, or cooling pads to avoid overheating.
Cloud computing is a technology that allows users, both in home business, to store and access data and application over the internet instead of on local devices or servers. The main reason for choosing cloud computing include accessibility. It allows users to access their data and application from anywhere, anytime using any device with internet. Cost saving. Users can avoid the upfront cost of buying and maintaining hardware and software, as cloud services often separate on pay-as-you-go model. Space savings. Storing data in the cloud frees up physical space on local devices and servers. And last is scalability. Cloud services allows users to easily increase or decrease their storage and computing resources based on their needs without needing significant investment in hardware. How a letter is converted to binary form and back. Step 1. Pressing a key generates a scan code. This is a unique code for each key. Step 2. The scan code is sent to the computer circuitry. Step 3. The circuitry converts the scan code into its AS2 binary code. a standard code for representing character as numbers. This binary code is stored in memory. Step 4. After processing, the binary code is converted back into visual representation, the letter T on a screen. Data representation. Bits and bytes at the most basic level computers use binary code 0 and 1. Each 0 and 1 is a bit. 8 bits group together from a byte represent a single character, letter, number, symbol. The diagram shows the letter I, a symbol, and the number 6 are represented by different combination of 8 bits. Computer memory is made up of electronic parts that store three main things. Instructions. The step a computer needs to follow like a recipe. Data. The ingredients the computer needs to work with like numbers, words, or pictures. Results. The finished dish, the output of the computer's works. Memory addresses and size. Each tiny piece of information in memory has its own unique address. Like a house number, the total size of memory is measured in gigabytes or terabytes, which are like the size of a neighborhood or a whole city. The image shows an analogy empty and occupied seats in a stadium represent empty and used memory locations. The two main types of computer memory. One is volatile memory. This type of memory loses its data when the power is turned off. The most common example is RAM, random access memory. Think of it like a whiteboard. The information is there while you're using it, but it's erased when you turn off the lights. And the next is non-volatile memory. This memory keeps its data even when the power is off. Example include ROM, radio-only memory, flash memory like in USB drives, and CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor memory, used to store the computer's BIOS settings. Think of it like a notebook. The information remains even after you close it. The two main types of RAM, random access memory. Dynamic RAM. This is the most common type of RAM. This is relatively inexpensive but slower than SRAM. The table shows different generations of DRAM, SDRAM, DRR, and SDRAM, etc. Each faster than previous one. Static RAM is much faster than DRAM but also more expensive and uses more power. It's often used in situations where speed is critical, such as memory. In short, the choice between DRAM and SRAM depends on the balance needed between speed and cost. DRAM is generally preferred for its cost effectiveness, while SRAM is used to where speed is paramount.
The next is adapters. When we say adapters, it's a device, software, or protocols that enables two or more incompatible systems, devices, or protocols to work together. Adapter card. Adapter card is enhanced function of a component of desktop or server in a system unit. An adapter card is a computer hardware component that allows a device or system to connect to a computer or a network. The next is expansion slot. When we say expansion slot, it is a socket on a computer motherboard that allows you to add new hardware capabilities or features to your computer. It provides a way to upgrade or expand your computers functionally. The next is add new devices or peripherals. And last is increase your performance or speed. So, what is peripherals? Peripherals means to refer the external devices that connect to a computer or to expand its capabilities or provide additional functionality. The plug and play. The plug and play is the technology that allows device to be connected to a computer or recognized automatically without requiring manual configuration or installation of drivers. The next is USB. USB adapters enhance function of a mobile computer. USB or Universal Serial Bus is the standard or interface that connects device to a computer, allowing for easy data transfer and communication. The next is bus. Bus is the various device both inside and attached to the system unit to communicate with others. Word size, the number of bits or binary digits the computer processors can process or handle at one time. Here are the common word sizes. 8-bit. 8-bit is old computers and embedded systems. Next is 16-bit. Older PCs and some microcontrollers. 32-bit. Older PCs and some embedded system. 64-bit. Modern PCs, server, and mobile devices. Here are the three types of buses. The first is address bus. Address bus carries memory addresses from the CPU to the memory or input or output devices. The next is data bus. Carries data between the CPU memory and input or output devices. The last is control bus. The control bus carries control signals from the CPU to manage data transfer or memory access and input or output operations. The last is power supply and battery. Mobile computers and devices can run using either a power supply or batteries. A power supply provides power to electronic devices. It converts alternating current or AC from the wall outlet to direct current or DC that devices needs. The battery. A battery stores energy in the form of chemicals. When connected to a device, it converts to chemical energy into electrical energy.